Hello, watchers. We're watching whatever. I'm Nathan,
Danny.
and today we are back here with Demon Slayer. We're doing episode 5 and 6 today. So the last we left off, he is going through the trial, and he runs into that one weird arm demon that it grew really strong by eating a bunch of different demon hunter trainees, and he has a personal vendetta against the guy's master, so he's been eating all his students. And the last we saw was he had managed Tanjiro. He managed to cut off the demon's head, and that's where it ended off, if I remember correctly.
That's right. Well, that's what I remember too. And I
Yeah.
think we were saying, oh man, like not much happened or something. That was kind of the one of our. And then we were talking about how usually in these shows, like not much really happens. It's like supposed to feature like cool moments or something, right?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
tend to focus a lot of these animes. They tend to focus on like one specific moment and kind of build everything around that, rather than having several different things
Right.
and really go deep into the storytelling element of it.
Right. Okay.
So, but at least it's not like Dragon Ball where that fight lasted, 7 episodes.
Right.
And don't get me wrong, I love Dragon Ball, but man, did they draw it out.
Oh.
So, everyone on YouTube, thank you for joining us. Please remember to like and subscribe, click that notification bell, leave us a comment. Uh, talk to us, let us know what you like about Demon Slayer, maybe what you didn't like about it. Please don't spoil anything for us here. Even though I have seen it, there are stuff that I don't fully remember about it. Everyone following us on Patreon, thank you very much for your support. We really appreciate you here, and we hope that we can continue to bring you some some fun reactions and reviews on these shows and movies. And we're gonna get started with the show here. For everyone who is wanting to watch us with us on Patreon, Demon Slayer, we're watching this here on Netflix US. It's also available on Crunchyroll. I was just noticing how they had 3 different art styles. They have the computer generated, they've got the hand drawn anime characters, and then with his water coming from his sword, that was done in a different style of art too. That was hand drawn, but it was kind of like those old painting type of look.
Right.
Yeah, right here.
Dude, that one scene where he's wearing the hat, it reminds me of the Michael Jackson video.
uh, Smooth Criminal.
Yeah, it totally reminds me of that. My own steel. So does he get his own like demon slaying sword in this episode?
That's what it would sound like, but he already has that sword. Unless they make him like a special one
Oh
for
yeah,
him.
he was gifted a sword. Oh, that's right.
Oh, is this the demon that he just killed?
Oh, maybe.
Because that's his master.
So this one he's like a fresh demon.
That's what it looks like, right? Because in the last episode, that one character that was running away, he said how these demons here should have only eaten like 2 or 3 people.
All right. So this is the demon's backstory.
That's what it looks like, right?
Yeah, that's kind of sad.
Why did I bite you to death, big brother? Yeah, so he ate his brother.
Start losing your memories, huh? It's kind of sad. I feel bad for this demon. Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Well, I think it's because it's not really their fault or their choice.
So
in his time of death,
does he
he's
get to live
remembering.
in this memory or? Oh.
That would be nice, at least. Those are all the kids that were eaten by him.
Right.
もう安心していいよ。魂だけになろうと。sagiri yamae.
It seems like the other demons will probably be much easier than that guy was, huh?
切り抜けた。
Oh, he made it down.
たった4人。ここで生き残っても結局死ぬわ。俺。
That's one of the guys we see in the intro.
おめでとうございます。
Creepy kids again.
今現在皆様は一番下の水の戸でございます。本日刀を作る鋼、玉鋼を選んでいただきますが、
Pretty
So
cool.
this is the meaning of the title.
Right.
今から皆様にカスガイガラスをつけさせていただきます。カスガイガラスは主に連絡用のカラスでございます。
これスズメじゃね？
ではこちらから玉鋼を選んでくださいませ。鬼を滅殺し、ご自身で選ぶのです。
多分すぐ死にますよ。俺は。
This dude is like a combination of like Pigpen and Charlie Brown or something. He's even wearing yellow.
You smell it.
そうか。5人も生き残ったのかい。
5? There's only 4 there.
また私の子供たちが増えた。
There's a mysterious fifth survivor.
I guess so.
Needs like a crutch to walk.
He seemed fine after the
Yeah.
test, though.
Maybe like adrenaline. Once it wore off, he like fell apart.
Yeah, maybe everything just caught up to him. Just broke my door. Oh. Dang, he's crying too. Yeah, his first student in how many years that made it back?
そうか異形の鬼をやったかついにな鬼にはいくつか種類がある血気術という特殊な術を使う鬼は異能の鬼だ
There's like different levels of crazy.
これは憶測だが禰豆子は人の血肉を食らう代わりに眠ることで体力を回復しているのかもしれない
俺は鋼塚というものだ。これが日輪刀だ。俺が撃った刀だ。
ああ
お前、伯爵の子じゃねえか。日輪刀は別名色変わりの刀と言ってな。
Oh, his is turning black instead of red, like they're saying.
Pretty dope.
黒いな
不吉ですか？
いやそういうわけではないがあまり見ないな漆黒は
俺は鮮やかな赤い刀身が見れると思ったのに。
かまど炭治郎指令を伝える北西の町へ向かえそこでは少女が消えているまあいいよまあいいよ少女が消えているそこに潜む鬼を見つけ出し撃つのだかまど炭治郎心してかかれ鬼狩りとしての最初の仕事である
His first Demon Slayer job.
Crazy. That's cool.
Oh, that was quick.
I'm gonna see it. Yeah, that was it felt like a short one.
Yeah.
Okay.
You ready to jump right into the next episode?
Yeah. Destroy.
着替えたか
Destroy. It looks like a school uniform.
Yeah, it really does. It looks like his head injury changed, no?
Did it? I wasn't even paying attention to that. Michael
Smooth
Jackson.
Criminal.
Man, I would never unsee that now. Yeah, it is like a lightning strike. Before it was just kind of like a mass lump, or
Right, it
just
just looked like a circ, like a.
今お前が着ている鬼殺隊の体服、それは特別な繊維でできている。ザコウニの爪や牙ではこの体服を裂くことすらできない。
It's like John Wick's suit.
持ち主によって色が変わり、それぞれの色ごとに特性がある。
Guys, that's so cool.
出世できない剣士は黒い歯なのだと言われている。
I wonder why they changed the scar.
これを
Yeah, I wonder.
昼間、妹を背負う箱だ。
It looks like a mini coffin.
禰豆子、この中に入ってくれ。できるか？
It's just like a worm.
She's so small. That mask is so interesting because right here when he's doing that, like you know, it looks like there's like an expression of approval, but before it looked like he was like angry or something. She could fit in there. That means her shoulders are so narrow.
Remember, she could change size.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Okay, that totally makes sense then, dude. I was like, that's right. She can shrink and grow.
北西の町ってここなのかな？ほら、和美さんよ。
You just lost this girl.
ああ、やだ。夜が来るとまた若い子がさらわれる。
It's funny how they just darken the area where the eyes are supposed to be.
Right.
ちょっとお話を聞きたいのですが。
Because they're not important. We
They're
don't
not
need to see
important,
what they
but-
look like.
Yeah, but I think it also is like signifying that it's something negative, you know, with the way they're talking.
Oh.
かすかに鬼の匂いが残ってるけど。
ふざけるな。消えただと。
Various hair clippers? Why do they have an English sign?
I know.
本当に消えたんだ。信じます。そのために俺はここに来ましたから。もうこんな時間だ。あいつらは夜活動します。だから休むわけにはいかない。
It doesn't matter if you stay indoors, huh?
Yeah, I could just come anywhere.
Knew that shit was gonna happen. Oh, scary.
どうしたんだ急に。
It's a video game perspective.
ここだ。異能の鬼。
Oh, that noise.
地面や壁なら多分どこからでも出てこられる。水の呼吸5の型。3人。
Dope.
人間を鬼に変えられる血を持つ鬼はこの世にただ一体のみ。
So only one of them can actually turn anyone into a demon.
Right.
Michael Jackson.
It's Michael Jackson.
Muzan.
必ず聞きなさい。鬼物児無惨のこと。鬼を人間に戻す方法を。水車。邪魔をするな。 女の鮮度が落ちるだろうが。冷静になれ俺よ。この町では随分16の娘を食ったからな。一昨晩さらった聡子さんを返せ。
Ah, that noise.
誰のことかね。この収集品の中にその娘のかんざしがあれば。
She's already been eaten.
Damn. Oh.
なぜ人間の分際で鬼を連れてる。
When she kicked him, she twisted his head around that many times.
That's what it looks like.
That's crazy.
気休めにしかならんかもしれんが、禰豆子が眠っている間にわしは暗示をかけた。人間は皆お前の家族だ。人間を守れ。鬼は敵だ。
Been like brainwashed.
Yep.
Oh.
禰豆子。
人を傷つける鬼を許すな。
Okay.
So yeah, first of all, the first thing you mentioned is his scar, right? Because he had a head injury during his trial, during the test,
Right.
and he had a bandage on it. So I'm wondering, they didn't even acknowledge it. So maybe it's just for the sake of making it easier, because his old scar did have like texture and stuff on it.
Right.
So
Yeah, I
maybe just to
remember
make it easier.
I asked like, right, I was asking if you know, we would ever get the backstory on that scar. I don't remember if any of the flashbacks they kind of alluded to how he might have got it, but then yeah, but he had that even before his family was like murdered, right?
Yeah, it just shows when he was
remember.
really young,
Yeah.
he didn't have one, but from the first episode
Right.
that we saw, he had the scar.
Yeah, he had that like patch or something. Maybe it's just like a birthmark, and now it's after his trial or whatever, it's like a permanent kind of like scar or something.
Was
But
like
yeah,
Harry Potter.
Right. Yeah, it's pretty cool. We're seeing a lot more of kind of like the world and the rules and stuff. So I like the idea that like each you know, like each slayer gets to kind of choose the materials for their own sword. So it's like custom. It kind of reminds me of like Harry Potter or like Star Wars, where like you know, you kind of each like you know, person has their own like specific weapon that's like you know, only for them, right?
Yeah,
That's pretty
the
cool.
one
The
chooses a
idea that
wizard, and the
right,
Jedi's pick. You know, they have their own specific
yeah,
lightsabers. Yeah,
right. I think eventually like each Jedi kind of designs his own like a lightsaber, even if you start off with like someone else's in the beginning. It's part of like becoming a master or something.
hmm
Um, yeah, and that's pretty cool. The idea that there's like certain demons that have like special powers is interesting. And we finally saw we talked about this before, like there's um you know, we said maybe it's like Lost Boys where there's one like vampire, and if you kill them, then everyone gets like turned back to normal. And so there's that possibility now because there's only one demon that has the power to change people into demons or whatever. So um yeah, that means then that every single demon then is created by him, or there's other ways for demons to form.
so far from the explanation, it seems like
Huh.
you know, he was the first demon, and he's able to create other demons. So yeah,
Okay,
it seems like
right.
every single demon was created by him.
By him. Okay. Yeah. So he's like he's like Dracula or something.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
He's like Dracula, but with Michael Jackson fashion sense.
Right.
And his name is
uh,
Muzan.
Muzan.
So
Uh-huh.
now what another thing we brought up when we were watching it, on episode 5, right?
Uh-huh.
Where we actually kind of feel bad for the demon because it shows his origin
Right.
of how he, when he became a demon and everything. And I think you're right.
Right.
It's in a sense like if you think about in zombie movies, right?
Uh-huh.
Once a person becomes a zombie, it's not that they want to do something, they want to kill and eat humans, right?
Right.
They lose their mind, they're not themselves anymore,
Right.
right? Which is
Yeah, and
why
that's
we feel bad for the people
uh
who end up becoming especially like characters that we get to know and then they get bitten. You're like, oh
right.
no, they're gonna turn into, we feel bad. And I
Right.
think that's the same thing
Yeah.
that they're trying to give us here.
Right. Yeah, no, I totally get it. Yeah. Yeah, like they're not just some kind of like mindless horde that are just coming wave after wave that we don't care about, but they were people too at one point, right? And yeah, I mean that adds a little bit more depth to like the bad guys, right?
Yeah.
So even that Muzan guy, he probably has some kind of like sad story or something that's going to give him a little depth. Maybe, I don't know, for whatever reason. We're going to see what his like motivation is, and is probably more than just I want to turn everyone into flesh eating creatures. Must be something more than that, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and I
Yeah.
think like in a lot of these kind of like zombie movies, like when your friend gets bit and then all of a sudden like there is that kind of moment where like, oh man, I gotta kill like my friend, and then other people around are like, that's not your friend anymore. Right? Get
Yeah.
that out of your head. You gotta just do it. Right? And in this case, like it's interesting that his sister is actually a demon, but they're he still has those like feelings for her, and everyone else is. I think at first, the first dude was like, "Yeah, dude, like she's not your sister anymore. We're gonna kill her." And then when he saw that she was like protective of him, he was like, "Okay, maybe this is like special here. Let me
Mhm.
hook you up and see what happens."
Yeah.
Right.
I think you're right,
Mhm.
right? And I think the point is also for us to, when they do fight these demons, like you said, it's not just some enemy that came from another world or another place, and we can just go off and just slaughter them all, right? These were humans at one
Right.
point, and through
Right.
through things that happened not of their own accord, they became this way. So, and I
Right.
think that was one of
Right.
the moments where, Tanjiro, you saw he went and held his hand because he sensed that sadness
Right.
coming from the demon as it started to remember a bit about its humanity. All right. Well, that's it for Demon Slayer episode 5 and 6 here today. Again, everyone on YouTube, thank you for joining us. Please remember to like and subscribe. Check us out on our Patreon. You can follow along with us here. Again, Demon Slayer is available on Netflix US, and it's also available on Crunchyroll. Everyone on Patreon, thank you again for your support. We really appreciate everything you do for us, and we're going to continue here to bring the best content that we can for you. Until next time, bye.